Black History Month starts tomorrow. So we have Bernice Morris here, the director of the Dr. Carter G. Woodson Lyceum at Marshall University, to tell us about some of the celebrations coming up in Huntington.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yes,
we really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
So tell us about some of the exciting things that people are going to learn, especially people who, if you're into history even that much, you'll just be all excited about what's going on.
Well, two of my collaborators are off camera, but the keynote speaker is Dr. Cicero Fain.
Yes.
On
we have
Monday,
featured him on WSAZ, as a matter of fact.
Yes, on Monday, he will be the keynote speaker for the 2025 Black History theme, African Americans and Labor. He is an expert on slavery. And Professor Sandra Reed, from the School of Art and Design, is chair of the Black History poster contest for Marshall students, and she and I will unveil the official Black History poster.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be the
from area
ninth time.
Students.
From Marshall students, and we have a separate competition for Cabell County students. And Dr. Carlene Waugh is chair of the Cabell County students.
That's a great way to get young people involved.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
You know?
which is all part of the thing, is like to keep history alive for people. And you know, we talked about this earlier before the event. You know, 100 years ago, when Dr. Woodson was you know, was a proponent of Black history and trying to get that going. Here we are 100 years later, and you're finding yourself in that same position where you're having to defend the whole idea of teaching that history. Is that something that you think that you're ready for that challenge?
I think so. The advantage is I have Woodson's work to study.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And much of what we do with the Woodson Lyceum is draw lessons from the Woodson experience. You know, he received his high school diploma in Huntington. He was principal here, and he was a West Virginia coal miner. He used all those experiences in becoming the father of Black history. Well, one thing that Woodson didn't have is government. Government did not endorse Black History Month, or in those days, Negro History Week. His was simply volunteers in schools and adults out of school,
wherever you
and
could find an audience,
and the press, supporting the idea of studying the Black history. Gerald Ford was the first president to proclaim Black History Month.
Wasn't it?
It was in 1976.
76. It took that long.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, 50 years down the road, and now here 50 years later, again, we're seeing a re-upping of defending that idea. There'll be so much discussed here. It's probably exciting for you just to get the chance to be a part of this month.
So many things coming up this week. You were talking about the artwork that students submitted. There are opportunities through WMUL to listen to some music.
Oh, yes. I know that's one of your passions.
Yes.
You know, I was telling people off air that you got your start at WMUL.
I did. Yes, I did. So I'll be tuning in.
Yeah,
That
DJ
is
Susan.
great. Yeah, DJ Susan.
Yeah, on Fridays in February, students will be able to hear music involving Black artists, probably rhythm and blues. I hope from my era, but
We'll just have to tune in and find out and see what all they cover. Yes.
Bernice, I've asked you this question before. I'm going to ask you again. I'll probably ask you every single time I ever interview you. Why is it important to remember history in general, and especially as someone who is in the Black community, to try to get that message out there about Black history? Why it is important? Why is it important for people to recognize and celebrate it?
Well, if civilization and their accomplishments matter, we want records of what they accomplished. And over the last several centuries, we have erased many of the accomplishments of African Americans. And what Dr. Woodson tried to do was reintroduce African American contributions into the textbooks. Over the years, there has been some progress, but not nearly enough. It takes our efforts and others to remind people that they need to to include Black history when they talk about American history.
Exactly. One easy way to do this: come out to some of these events that start here very soon. What's a good way to keep up with the schedule of all the different activities?
Well, I hope you show the QR code.
Okay.
The Woodson Lyceum website, and I need
there it is.
There it is, right there.
And I need to mention that on February 19th at 4 o'clock in the Sharkey Room at the Student Center, we have Marie Red. She is a descendant of the Burlington 37. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, absolutely. She's part of that.
These are formerly enslaved people who were resettled in Burlington, Ohio, just across the river from where we are now, basically. And she is a descendant of that group, and she will discuss her family's history.
Well, there you go.
I can't wait to hear it.
No, and you can't get any more direct than that right there.
Exactly, and I know you have things coming up throughout the summer, so we'll just have to keep bringing you back.
Yeah, you don't mind. We'll bring you back. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Bernice Morris, history professor at Marshall University.
Journalism professor.
Yeah, journalism professor at Marshall University.
Marshall.
He just knows everything about history. That's the thing. Go to him about history too. Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming in, Bernice.
Thank
you.
Appreciate it.